Hi everyone, just a quick video about the Creative Briefs assignment. A few people have asked how to lay it out and how to set it up. So I thought I'd just go through this example here and just show what's good, what's bad, what can be improved, and how to sort of put things across properly. So this is an example brief assignment. You can see that they've gone through and they've identified each different type of brief, and when they have used research, they've sourced it properly on the slide, which is great. They've given advantages and disadvantages where they can find it, and generally everything's looking pretty good. So you can see the certain ones they've given direct examples. Other ones they've given sort of generic examples, but both are appropriate as long as they're talking about certain things, like whether it's indie games or AAA. It doesn't hurt to give an example of the game. So if you're talking about AAA, say, you know, a game that could be an example of it. It doesn't hurt to go that far. So one little thing that because I know everyone is going for distinctions, or at least everyone should be going for distinctions. Remember, professionalism is key. So when you look at certain things like Blizzard and Activision, they're proper nouns. Proper nouns should be capital letters. Also, the layout is good. However, it looks a little bit samey. So if you are talking about a certain thing, try and find an appropriate picture to put across things, just to make it look like look a little bit more thought through. So part A is going generally well, just a little bit of grammar checking and sort of presentation. The example brief. Now the example brief I've left open to you how you'd like to present it, as long as it hits the tick boxes that I outlined in a previous video. You should be thinking about a project of your choice to do with gaming, gaming community, gaming industry, and you should be making sure that everything is coming together and you're talking about each part. So this person's done context, so item brief will be a game in this sci-fi genre, there we go. Utopian, they set a budget for necessary team members, they've got very specific goals, which are game related. They've made a brand, which is fantastic. You've got a slogan to make sure that everyone can follow that particular way forward. Demographic and audience outlined. They've recognised that target audience needs to be higher in case they have to introduce sort of violent scenes into what they want to talk about. They've got a clear message, and location is international because of course they're trying to get their game out to as many people as possible. They've talked about marketing and even gone as far as to make a mock-up of their poster campaign. So that is all looking absolutely fantastic. There's nothing really you could add to these. Everything's clear, concise, and then puts it across well. Actually, the one thing you might want to talk about is, you know, the context being a little bit further. The game, what's the game called, that type of thing. But these are just little sort of small extra bits you could be thinking about. Evaluation is the one thing this assignment has not got to par with, because they've talked about, it's an example of a contractual brief and explained it really well. But of course, in the analysis of a brief, you're meant to talk about why it is or isn't each type, okay, if you're going for the higher grades. So, though they've done a very good job of explaining why it's a contractual brief and not a negotiative brief or anything to that effect, they've not gone through every single one and explained why. And remember that's what you need to be doing, is going back through your earlier briefs and saying, is it any of these? Because remember, it can be sort of a it could be, for example, a contractual formal and competition brief that you can mix and match different types. So that's the one thing that I'd definitely change if I were to get this example in, would be to make sure the analysis is less brief, if you will. I stole that joke from Toby, who emailed me asking how brief it could be. The answer, Toby, if you're listening, and anyone else, is it needs to have as much information as it is, as it needs, to make sure it's putting across each part properly and defining things correctly. Okay, that was a quick video just showing through one example of the Creative Briefs assignments. Yeah, hopefully that answers a few questions. If you have got any more questions, just email me. I can answer them all now. Okay, see you soon.